Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Naked CTF. I'm Jono from OpenLearnSec, and in the Naked CTF series, I will attempt to compromise and own a server from HackTheBox. This is my first attempt. I've not solved it before. It's all done as one take with no editing, so this could be 30 minutes, it could be 3 hours, who knows? So let's get started. Today we're going to be doing Nibbles. Let's go. So just run my prep CTF macro here as always. Let's get the nmap going. So CTF HDB nibbles. Nmap minus P E SC SV output to nmap1.txt. Then we're going to pass it the IP. Easy. Let's go. So our recon is underway. While we're doing that, my little shell macro has created a template for us. What are we looking for? Nibbles. There it is. Open in new tab. And let's go. Connect scan underway. Let's see what it discovers. Actually, that's what I forgot, was T4 timing. Otherwise, it's going to take a lot longer than it should. There we go. So I'll just update my command here. SC, SV, T4, TV, output, nmap1.txt, IP. Okay, very good. So we've got so far 22 and 80. So I'm going to assume port 80 HTTP and 22 is going to be SSH. But we'll wait for the nmap results to complete. We'll get the nmap results. And this is what nmap says. Let's have a look. Okay. So here is the result. Let's grab that, put it into our output here. 22 SSH. Okay. Open SSH on Ubuntu. There's the default host key, port 80. Which is HTTP 2.4.18, also reflecting Ubuntu, so we're very confident that this is Ubuntu now. Get head posts and options are supported. And site doesn't have a title. Okay, so as always, you know, SSH, we have no creds developed yet, so nothing really to do on SSH. And HTTP, as always, we'll do casual browse of website, look for interesting stuff, and after that we can do FUF file directory enumeration if required. Okay, so I think let's just start with the casual browse of the website. Box has been up for a few minutes, so it should be good to go. We'll enforce HTTP because that's what it answers on. Hello world. Okay. Absolutely nothing. 10.10.10.75, right? So very basic website. It doesn't look like a default page for Apache. If we look at the source code, we've got the hello world in bold there, and then we've got a comment in the HTML. Nibble blog directory. Nothing interesting here. Well, I'm sorry, but I will be the judge of whether it's interesting or not. So we can run this. Oops, stick this on the end. Nibble blog. And nibbles yum yum. There are no posts. This looks like kind of looks like WordPress. I'm not 100% sure. Themes, admin, WP, not found, WordPress, not found. What else can we try? We can do wp-admin, see if that works. Not found, 404. Okay, so it's unlikely that it's a WordPress site. So let's keep our notes going. Nothing on home page except HTML, except comment in HTML referencing nibble blog path. Okay. So we've got nothing else to go on at the moment. What we might do is get the enumeration going. So I'm going to actually create this in a new window, and we'll split this. And we're going to do, let's have a look at our somewhat organized notes. We don't have any idea about, oh, there's this reference to a PHP file there, feed.php, so it's likely that this is a PHP website, or it's powered by PHP. So what we can do to further confirm that is open up developer tools, reload the page, go to network, look at our HTTP request. And I apologize, my mouse is playing up like every now and then it will double click instead of single click. I don't know why it's doing it. I think I need to replace my mouse. It's quite old. So this is our request. We send a PHP session ID, which is a standard PHP cookie. And in the header, we get server Apache 2418, but no powered by PHP, which is also kind of a classic signature. It could be to do with the PHP version. We don't know what that is yet. So let's just add that to our list. Blog website appears to be PHP enabled. So good to know. What are we going to do next? We are going to do enumeration. That's right. So we will come into our somewhat organized notes, and we're going to do fuff. Let's do the directory enumeration here. So the URL is going to be IP slash. So we'll start with that on the root. Yep. And then we're going to use user, word lists, sec list, discovery, web content, directory lists. Let's do medium. Yeah. Okay. Go. Oops. Okay. So the thing is, this needs to be full screen. Or maybe we can, no, but if I shrink that, it's going to shrink everything. So let me just try and, this is an annoying problem. That if the buff, terminal wraps, like if it wraps in the, progress bar breaks with a narrow terminal window. This is from 16th February. But the terminal is, you should just try to make your terminal window wider. FUF should do terminal width detection, act accordingly. Now minifies progress text. Is terminal width is less than the issue. FUF now minimize progress text if terminal width is less than the value. Oh, okay. So output std error to dev null. That's what we want. Okay. So two, and then dev null. Does that work? Yeah, nice. Okay. And then up here, we're going to do off. Then we're going to do file enumeration. So HTTP, IP, fuzz, word list, user, share, word lists, sec lists, discovery, web content, raft, medium files. Excuse me. Everyone is sick at home at the moment, which means I'm probably getting sick. Yeah, let's do that one. I believe this includes the PHP extensions. So if we do less, user, share, word lists, sec lists, discovery, web content, raft, medium, files, .text. Yeah, it's got all the PHP extensions. But exit there, then we'll redirect std out to dev null and run. And it's already finding some stuff. WP forum. Oh, that's 3403. So nothing really interesting there apart from index.html. And this guy did not turn up anything interesting either. Okay, let's rerun this, but with the Nibble blog path. Yeah, let's do that. Themes, admin, plugins, readme language. So yeah, it's kind of turning up some interesting stuff. At least that readme we want to have a look at. IP, Nibble, blog, fuzz. So if we go back to the website, we've got this kind of empty blog. Atom is like RSS. See, there's the double click. Yeah, so it's similar to RSS, just a different standard. Or it might be the same standard. That's just a link to the top. These are the categories, index.php. So, powered by Nibble blog. I mean, is this a real software package? Nibble blog? Yeah, there you go. Easy, fast, and free CMS. Okay. So if we go back to the home page, can we, looking at the source code for the home page, it is returned to us the version, some custom JS. Oh, okay, that's minified jQuery. No good to us. Yeah, I'd like to know what the version of Nibble blog is, right? So we've got this Nibble blog. Let's have a look at it. Easy, fast, and free CMS blog. All you need is PHP to make it work. Okay, looks like hasn't been touched in quite a while. Nibble blog is no longer developed. Please use Bluedit CMS. It's quite cool. Always on the lookout for good open source solutions. Flat file CMS. Ah, cool. I could use this for openlearnsec.com when I eventually get around to putting something on that website. Okay, but this is a newer version. Is this still under active development? GitHub. Bluedit. Yeah, I mean, last commit 2 months ago. So let's just go back into our notes. Blog is running OSS software called Nibble blog version unknown. So there was in the output a README. Oh, look, there we go. So this is the README for the software, version 403. Perfect. Released 2014. If we go back to Nibbleblog and look at the releases, 3.7.1 was the last. And this is 403. Okay, maybe it wasn't an actual GitHub release, but just a code push. Okay. So let's go back. Version 4.0.3. So the first thing I want to do is research in Nibbleblog. Buzzing turned up. Nibbleblog README. Let's try the admin page. Admin. Oh, and that's got directory listing turned on. Okay. But that's going to give me the index.php. Wow. Okay. What's in all of here? Settings. Nope. It'd be good if we could find some credentials in here. Boot. Admin.bit. Okay. Oh, that's the raw source code. It's the raw PHP. So it looks like there's some misconfiguration where anything under the admin path, it's not actually executing the PHP. It's just returning the PHP as plain text, right? So has directory listing turned on and is likely misconfigured as well. It might not be misconfigured because if you look at the file extensions, they're all .bit, which I'm unfamiliar with, but it contains PHP code. Okay. Right. Let's .bit files do not appear to be parsed and return raw PHP source. Okay. Okay, there's quite a lot to kind of dig through here. So let's do it a little bit systematically. So admin boot admin.bit admin boot admin.bit. Okay. Boot admin.bit includes all of these other bit extensions, which is in the rules subdirectory. So let's kind of trace through this a little bit. What I'm looking for is something that has some credentials or something. I don't want to try and sit here and poke holes in the PHP code itself. Because it does mention that it's a flat file CMS, meaning that there's no database behind this, I would imagine. There's no, MySQL or Postgres or something. So it means that all its config and things like blog posts or the text, the metadata, is all going to be, yeah, here we go. It's all going to be stored in flat files on, it looks like as XML, on the actual file system itself. Posts, pages, tags, categories, configs. So we definitely want to have a look at config.xml. Path private. Let's have a look. Path, private. Okay, so that's a constant path content slash public slash private slash temp. Where is path content defined? Let's go up. Is root slash content. So if I go here and I do slash content, yeah, okay. So let's just check. Is there anything called users, file XML users? So private slash users XML. So we want to go to private users.xml. Username is admin. It has some sort of blacklist. Okay, but no password. So is the password... We've got shadow.php. Kind of like the etc shadow on a Linux system. Shadow.php does not contain anything. Okay, let's grab this and keep a note of it. And this is from this path. Me. Okay. There's a lot to dig through. So shadow.php has nothing. Users.xml we've looked at. Config.xml. Okay. Nibbles. Nibble. Okay. This looks like all kind of application or system level settings, you know, thumbnail or file sizes. Notification. Okay, we got this email address, admin@nibbles.com. So let's put that in our notes as well. That's where it's from. That's pretty standard. No reply at. Not going to bother with that. Keys. That could always be good. Yeah, so nothing here. Like, so keys.php and shadow.php, I think, are being executed. Although it's only 191 bytes and 210. So they're actually being parsed, maybe, because they're not returning anything unless... I would expect that if these are truly empty files, then they should be 0 bytes. But the XML links will give us plain text. Okay. Objects. Bunch of helpers. DB. So the path DB is okay, probably defined elsewhere, but I imagine we will uncover that. Level 2 comments, level 3 API for humans. So look, we're digging through all of this. What we haven't done is simply done nibble blog security vulnerabilities, arbitrary file upload, 403. We're on 403, so we can do maybe this. Arbitrary file upload. So I'm going to use this rather than the Metasploit module. So you need Python 3 and requests. And okay, it doesn't look like it's an unauthenticated. Doesn't look like it's unauthenticated. So it goes to the Nibble URL, the base URL supplied as a command line argument, then admin.php. It does a post with the username and password. Okay. Upload shell, execute shell, main. So yeah, username and password. So it's an unauthenticated file upload vulnerability. Sorry, it's an authenticated file upload vulnerability. So it does the login and reuses the, yeah, so it uses requests to persist things like the cookie that you get back after the login, etc. Okay. That is really interesting. So let's try to get to the admin login page, which is going to be admin.php. Oops. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be, what did we see in our notes earlier? In users.xml, we've got the username admin. But we have this blacklist. (10.10.10.1). Well, that's not us. We are 10.10.14.18. So let's try Nibble blog default admin. So the thinking this at the moment is CVE for authenticated file upload exists in Nibble blog. We know of one user admin. Need to develop the password to exploit the file upload bug. Okay. Default credentials. These are all write-ups. So here's the install.php. Maybe this sets the default credentials. Username. Password. Yeah, so this is shadow.php. It does a salt and then does a hash. And then what it's doing for the flat file storage is it's writing out a PHP array. So it's actually constructing a PHP string, if you like, with the username and hash password, and then it's appending it to shadow.php and then keys.php. So this shadow PHP and keys PHP, I would imagine, has 0 output, right? Like it doesn't actually write anything to std out, which is why when we try and open it in the browser, like there's just no bytes returned to the browser. So where was the... Oh. Yeah, there's no /private because in the source repository, because that's created on setup install when install.php runs. Okay. 0755. So we can't touch shadow.php. We can't touch shadow.php, so we can't get the hash. And I think the rest, let's just try admin. Come on. Admin password. Admin nibble. What's the name of the box? Nibble or nibbles? Nibbles. Nibbles. Whoa, there we go. Okay, we guessed it. So, look, there's our failed login attempts. Yeah, okay. That was pretty straightforward. So, admin user is admin/nibbles. Blog application admin user is that. Okay. Now that we have credentials, we could potentially do this. And what we'd like to do is upload a reverse shell. So what do we actually pass into it? We pass the payload as --payload. But is that a file? Upload shell. So that's the URL it's uploading to, admin PHP with these get parameters. Response is... Okay, so it looks like this controller, this plugin called My Image is the vulnerable one. Nibbles.php, but what's the actual... payload path? Oh, okay. So it's a file and then it reads it into this. Very good. Okay. So let's, now that I understand how the exploit code works a little bit more, let's back out of all of this. Let's make the exploit. Let's cd to that. Let's vim cve upload.py. Paste the code in there. And then before we try it, what we want to do is go to rev shells. And we want a reverse shell for PHP. Pen test monkey is always good. Check our IP is correct. Echo ton 0, 10, 10, 14, 18. 10, 10, 14, 18 port leaked. And yep, that's been injected into the boilerplate PHP. Let's copy that. Let's do revshell.php, classic stealth revshell.php. And then we should be able to run this. So it's going to be Python 3 CVE. Let's look at the parameters. H for URL is going to be HTTP IP/nibbles blog. We'll add a trailing slash. Username is admin. Password is going to be, what was it again? Nibbles, which turns out to be the name of the box. Nibbles, and then payload is going to be revshell.php. Then we need a listener, so let's create that. NCNVLP1237. Okay. Run. Login successful. Upload likely failed. Exploit failed. I wonder what's going on there. So if we look at the code again. The README. Nibble blog? Nibble blog. What did I say? Nibbles blog, not nibble blog. Oops. So Nibble blog is singular, the name of the product. The name of the HackTheBox is plural, Nibbles. Let's try again. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So let's kind of get this out of the way. Leave that there in case we need to relaunch the cell. Python 3. I can't remember. PTY. Python 3 -c. Import PTY. PTY.spawn. In bash. Close that guy. Close that guy. Yeah, okay. So, alright. Let's try... Let's try the rest of this RevShell upgrade. So what this needs is you background your session. In your local terminal, you run sttya, stty raw -echo. Okay, that kind of screwed things up. Then you do fg reset. Oh man. Okay, I've lost faith in this. Let's kill that. Oh, I've completely screwed the control characters. Oh my god. Get up. Let's do this. take the easy route. CTF HDB Nibbles. Okay. Exploit. And then it's going to be, I don't have my history now. So it's going to be Python 3 CVE upload.py. URL is HTTP IP nibble singular blog / username is going to be admin. Password is going to be nibbles. Payload is going to be revshell.php. Let's get ready to catch this. It might still be listening on this port. 1337. Okay, nope, all good. Done that. Now we're back. So, Python 3 - C import pty.spawn bin bash close. Good. Now, instead of running the stty, I'm just going to do export shell equals bash, export term equals xterm 256 color, export. Okay. Good. Clear. Xterm 256 color. All right. Okay. Look, we're just going to work with this. I really need to get better at this shell stabilization and improvement. So, who am I? I am the nibbler. So, let's do some notes as we go. I'm going to go back into foothold. Used this guy to obtain rev shell guest the admin password for nibble blog. It is nibbles. Rev shell running as user nibbler. If I had to guess, we can go to home nibbler and we're going to get user.txt. Let's just cat that. Okay, let's grab that so we've got it out of the way. Half of the journey done. Now, okay, we need to sign in. I'll come back to that because I do want to just do it off camera, but that's okay. User flag, we'll just keep it here for now. Root flag is going to be something we obtain. Okay, so what do? We do ID. Okay, so we're in one group. We're in the nibbler group. We do, what else? We do cat etc issue Ubuntu 16.043. Let's grab that. Let's do cat etc os. No, what is it? ls etc os star os release. Cat etc os release. Okay, nothing interesting. What we do want to do is also grab the kernel version in case. Yeah, wow, that's an old kernel. Yeah, I think 6.0 is the current mainline release. Let's add uname to that. Right. other... Oh, god damn it. This is why I hate the unstable shell, because I'm just in the habit of hitting Control C all the time. And yeah, it's not good, because every time we do that, it kills my reverse shell. And I have to go through this. So it's definitely, look, it's going on the unorganized notes list. Learn how to upgrade the damn shell. Use pen test monkey PHP as a reference for starting shell. Okay. On the list, it'll eventually get looked at. So we were just doing some basic recon and enumeration of the box as the user. Nibbler. And now we're going to do sudo -l and look at that. Nibbler has sudo command to run home nibbler. But there is no directory called personal. And it's no password. So because we're running a reverse shell, we didn't actually crack the credentials. So if I do sudo home nibbler personal stuff monitor, that doesn't exist. So it should give me, oh, it does ask for a password. Dang it. Is it Nibbles? Nibbler. Nibble singular. Dang. Okay, so we do need to obtain the username, the password for the Linux user Nibbler. Okay. So our prevesc first vector is sudo config that allows a script to run from Nibbler home directory, but the file does not exist and we could substitute it. We also need to find a working password for Nibbler. Okay. And just to be clear, that's a Linux user. So we do have this personal.zip. Let's have a look at that. Oh, okay. So this sudo path, personal stuff monitor.sh was zipped up in here. Stuff. Cat monitor.sh. Well, there's a lot in here. Written for TechMint. For the post. Okay, looks like this is a basic shell script for monitoring. That they found somewhere on the web. Okay, just having a quick, so like it does a ping to Google. It extracts the operating system name and version, architecture, uname -m, uname -r. I did uname -a, which is everything. Gives us the host name, internal IP, external IP, name servers, who's logged in, RAM and swap. And that's it. And uptime. So it just seems to log a whole bunch of stuff, right? So that's available in sudo. Sudo home nibbler personal stuff monitor.sh. Okay. So now that we've unzipped that personal.zip and the file is there, it's not actually prompting us for a password. So because the file was not found before, maybe sudo was complaining about it. So can we actually just do this? Yeah, so we have read write to monitor.sh. So let's copy monitor.sh to monitor.sh.orig. Let's, yeah, sorry, we wanted to move it. Let's create our own monitor.sh and do echo hash bin bash. No, we don't need a hash bang. Bin bash -i to monitor.sh at monitor.sh. And if this is running as root, it should spawn a shell. Check that it's executable. No, so we need to do chmod +x monitor.sh. Then if we run our sudo command, sudo home nibbler personal stuff monitor.sh. Hey, we're root. Okay. Cat root root.txt. There we go. So just bear with me for 1 second. Boom, we have root. Very nice. So sudo config. We didn't need a password in the end. It was prompting for a password because the monitor.sh path file didn't exist. Once it matched the entry in sudoers, we could run without a password prompt, which was expected because sudoers had no password configured. New monitor.sh simply spawned a shell as the root context. Cool. So what I'm going to quickly do is just hide the screen for a second while I log in. Apologies for the black screen. It's just a little bit of personal SecOps that I don't want to leak some of my personal information. Okay, just a sec. I'll be back with you in 1 minute. Okay. Nope. Dang it. Okay. The sign-in for HackTheBox is transitioning to a unified login, and I haven't done it yet. And it's a little confusing at times. I think I'm logging in through the wrong portal. SSO. And let's go back to the box. Nibbles. We can turn everything back on. Apologies for the black screen. Let's just go here. And then we can put in our flags. User. Bang. Root flag. Root flag. Bang. And Nibbles has been pwned. Awesome. I love it. Cool. That was like super smooth, a lot of fun. So just to recap the path that we took, we went, we ran our basic recon. We went to the homepage. There was a HTML comment there that mentioned /Nibbles blog. We poked around that for a bit. We were able to read some of the raw PHP source code. We were able to get users.xml, which confirmed that the user to log in was admin. There was another file called shadows.php that had the password hash. So we didn't need to kind of brute force or anything like that. But we couldn't get the password hash from the user side. Fortunately, when trying to log into the backend, we used admin and then a pretty obvious password. I think it was like the third password that I guessed. Otherwise, we may have had to brute force that. And that gave us authentication, so we could then run some CVE code from Dixonym. Thank you very much, Dixonym, for publishing this. Good on you. And that gave us the CVE, which was authenticated file upload. That gave us a reverse shell using Pentest Monkey's reverse PHP reverse shell. And from there, we had the whole pseudo configuration that we just went through and everything else. So awesome. Loved it. Just coming up on 60 minutes. It's been a lot of fun. If you stuck around to the end of this video, thank you very much and have a great morning, afternoon, nighttime, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.